everyone, this is Amber with the Chakra Diva at thechakradeva.com, and today I wanted to address the topic of being an empath. So I received an email this morning that I emailed her back. However, I felt like a video would be a better outreach because she is not alone in her questions and that it's very common. So I wanted to address her questions on being an empath. How do you know if you are an empath or just super intuitive? I know it's to help others, but at the same time, I get overwhelmed with emotions of all kinds when people are in need. It's so frustrating. Like if they are having anxiety, it rubs off on me and I start having it. So know that you are not alone and that this is very common. Scientifically, we have neurons inside our heads, which picks up on other people's emotions and feelings and allows us to experience it as our own. That's a Harvard study, scientifically proven, that was sent to me one day. On a metaphysical side of things, since we are all empaths, we all have this ability. It's learning how to deal with our gifts and how to control our gifts and what to do with it. So I used to get it really bad. When I didn't understand my psychic abilities and I didn't understand what was happening, and I would go out to a restaurant with my husband and I was fine at the beginning, and then we would sit down and I got really nervous. My anxiety started kicking in, and I never experienced anxiety before like this. It was just kind of very overwhelming. I wanted the food there, I wanted the check, and I wanted to get out. And I couldn't understand why it only happened at a restaurant. And one day we went to a carnival and I experienced the same feeling. And I realized that I was picking up other people's emotions, other people's feelings. So it's a gift, as when you can really sense, really feel where a person is coming from. And at the same time, it can also be a challenge, as this person says, because if somebody's experiencing anxiety and you are experiencing anxiety, it rubs off. So it's very easy to pick up on that. If somebody's in a really good vibration, right, they feel really good about themselves, and they're very optimistic and they're joyful and happy, and you go around them, it may lift up your vibration and you may leave from that experience and feeling really good about yourself because you picked up their stuff, their energy that they are putting out. If you go around somebody who is filled with sadness, is depressed, who is experiencing anxiety, who has heartache, grief, things like that, then you may get drawn into their depression and you leave with their depression. So how do you manage such a gift? How do you manage such a thing? So I would, and I always emphasize on doing this, is create healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries is for yourself. It's a technique used so that you are being the observer and you're saying, okay, this person is experiencing grief, sadness, whatever, a lower vibration at this time. Okay, that's her stuff. That's his stuff that they are experiencing. I do not have to put that into my field. I do not have to take on her anxiety. I do not have to take on her depression. Okay, so that's their stuff. Yes, you can feel bad for them for having to go through that, sad for them. Okay, but you're choosing your emotion, you're choosing your feeling to attach to theirs. When you attach to their emotion and you don't release it and you don't let go, then it becomes into your field, and that doesn't feel good. So know where your boundaries are. I feel really good today, but then somebody who came in is in a very low place, and I'm going to be a good listener. I'm going to be here for them. But when they leave, they're taking their stuff with them. And I'll tell you why this is so important. Because everybody has their own path, right? Everybody has their own struggles, has their own challenges that they are working through. They're learning lessons, they're moving up, they're getting into higher vibrations. That is the goal. But if I take on your sadness, if I take on your depression, it's not going to help me and it's not going to help you, because then we're going to sit in being depressed or being sad together. And that's not going to accomplish anything. That just says, I really like you. I'm going to pick up your sadness and now we're just going to sit in it together. Okay. And sometimes, you know, you may go into an interaction with people and you pick up their sadness and then you take it away. They feel good about themselves. They feel better. Like they just unloaded the whole entire world on you. Okay. And now they feel lifted because they let go. They released that emotion. And now you have it. And you're kind of like, ugh, what do I do with this? Okay. So learning our boundaries, learning where we are, how we feel our emotions versus them and their emotions, and putting a shield up so that you don't take it on. Realize when you do take something on, how to release it, let it go. You can ground it. Take an like a salt bath. You know, release it. I don't want this. Sometimes it's hard. You know, like somebody will come in and I feel for them. I feel for my client. But I can't take it on, because if I take on everybody's stuff, then I can't perform at my highest. And if I can't perform at my highest, then my sessions aren't going to be great, right? Then my interactions with people aren't going to be fabulous. I'm going to take on all of the muck. So I highly advise cleansing your energy field, seeing an energy therapist, an energy healer to knock out your field and clear it out. Do meditations, do grounding exercises. When I feel like angry and I'm not sure why, or an emotion that I don't want, and usually it's not really my emotion, it's somebody else's emotion, I push it through my body. I visualize what I just picked up. And sometimes, a lot of times, it looks like this black oily muck that's in me, and I push it through. I visualize it going through my body, out through my feet, into the ground, and I release it, because Mother Earth is here to neutralize everything. So I push it through to her, and I thank her for taking it on, because it's not mine and I don't need it, and I need to shine my light. So being an empath is not, it's not a horrible thing when you learn how to manage the gift, okay? When you learn how to embrace it. You know, sometimes when I'm doing a session and I scan somebody's body, all of a sudden I start crying, okay? And I don't know where it's coming from, but it's in their energy field of sadness that they hold on to. Anxiety, they may hold on to that. Then I experience anxiety in my session. I'm like, oh, this is not me. I have to release it. So the more you practice releasing these things that are not yours, that are not in your field, and you let it go, the easier it becomes. You don't have to stay in that lower vibration of sadness or anxiety or being depressed or whatever it may be. You don't have to stay in the grief. It's your choice to retain that vibration or to shift into a higher vibration. If you really can't get yourself out of something, do something that makes you feel good. That's the easiest way to shift your vibration up. For me, it's singing. I love to sing. No matter how bad I'm feeling, I turn on some music, and there's one song that will come on that I'm like pumped up and ready to go, and before I know it, my vibration shifts up and it's not where it was. So do something to make your vibration go higher. All right? So I'm Amber, and that is my 8-minute explanation on empaths and how to maintain and control your gift. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at thechakradeva.com. Chakra is CH, just to let you know, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.